So in this video we'll be talking about buffers. So let's look at what buffers are. So buffers are similarly what we have in video streaming. So this is a video server with server, and this is the buffer memory. Let's just assume it's similarly like somewhat like array, and this is your browser. With this is the, you put up URL here, you get the images here. You can assume it as a console window. So you get data from here, it gets stored x, y, z, a, b. It goes here, and whenever consumed, it's been removed, and supposedly you get another data from here. Whenever it's consumed, you get another data. You get the data that comes from here again, and in this manner, like how buffers are used. So, like, what is the logic behind it? And how is it related to Node.js, which is a runtime environment? So let me just remove this, and we think that if you create a buffer, so the first point is that it's be in hexadecimal notation. Hexadecimal. And second is these are not erased but set as null. Now if these are not erased, then how are things done? Like, it consume a lot of memory. So what happens here is that garbage collector does the job, but none, which is why like collector comes into picture. Garbage collection. And third thing to note is that this okay, so garbage collector collects it, and these are in global. These are, so buffers are global. So like last lecture we studied events, so we have to import events to use them, but which is not the case with buffers. Buffers are global. Now let's look at how we can implement buffer. We've seen enough of it. uh, these are hexadecimal, these are not erased but set as null, so and buffers are global. What else should we, yeah, it's pretty much that. Buffers are used for streaming, as I told you. And so let's see how we can do buffer. Const buffer1 is equals const buffer equals to buffer. We are importing nothing here. The class buffer class is already present. Alloc 10. What's going to happen now? Let's see what's going to happen now. It's pretty intuitive that if we shoot the query node buffer, we are getting somewhat like this. Let me just refresh it, and so we are getting this buffer of size 10, 0, 0, 0, so of size 10. So which is because like if we pass argument 10, we're going to get a buffer of 10. And let's do something else like 3 comma 10. What happens now? Why am I even doing it? So we are getting 3 buffers of value 10. 3, like the size is 3 and the value is 10. And if I write 3 3, so we are getting 3 with value 3. This is hexadecimal notation, which is why we're getting A here. It goes till 9, and it starts from A, B, C, D, E, F, which is why this is OA. Yeah, that is like, yeah, so that is, let's just comment this up. And what I'm going to do is now I'll write this as well. 13. Okay, I'm redeclaring it. Buff, and sorry. And another one is const buffer 3, and we will be writing it as unsafe, alloc unsafe. And so what it's going to do, it's going to define a buffer of size 10, but it may be empty or it may not be empty. So unsafe pretty much that does that. It's fast, no doubt. It's fast, but it comes with a catch. It can be empty or it cannot be empty. 3. And I'll just comment this for now, and I'll run node buffer. So yeah, alloc unsafe. Mm, are we getting save? And if we just write unsafe, I don't think it's going to run. Yeah, so alloc unsafe is the query. And the third one, which is third one is like, if we want to fill a string in this, we'll write buffer 3. Yeah, we're going to work on this. We're not going to make something new this time. Buffer, why am I getting this like automate? I'm not a fan of this. Fill, fill 3, fill 4. Now what happens? Now what happens is that we will be, we'll run node buffer and it fills 4, fills 4 in all of the values. There were 10 values, and all of them are having the value 4. It's filling the buffer with value 4. Now if I want to fill a string, I want to fill this, so I'll just replace this with write function. But I'm doing something wrong here. Figure that out. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, we have to pass a string. So like hello Node.js. And there's another catch here, which is node buffer. Node.js, these are like, we have buffer of space of 10. So there are 10 values that we can fit in, but but 10 characters, or I would say. So but we are having more than 5 here. Node.js exclamation mark, it's 7 plus 5, 12, and extra space 13. Now what happens? What should we do here? Hello world. Okay, 20 specific. So what happens is that it's going to fit in first 5 values into the buffer, and the next 5 values into the buffer, and it's going to miss out on the rest part. Yeah, if I write it as 14 here, now what happens? It's going to fill all the values. It's going to fill all the values, simple as that. And remember, the last one is 4. Last one is 4, which means that we were not able to fill the string value, because we already filled our whole string into that. Our whole string was filled into that, and now we don't need any extra character to fill in our buffer. The buffer size was 14, and on the 14th index, I would say, I'll refer to this as index, we have 4. So that was it.